The ultimate insider. Cryptocurrency have become all the rage over the last few months, especially after the meteoric rise in the price of Bitcoin back in December 2017. It used to be that cryptocurrency investing was the realm of experts and savvy investors. But because of Bitcoin's massive success and popularity after the December 2017, things have been changed. It has now expanded to include even the smallest and the least experienced of investors. Before going into the detail of holding and cryptocurrencies in general, it would be very beneficial for you to get a glimpse of how cryptocurrency have become what they are now. Let's begin from the brief history of the cryptocurrencies. It all begins in the 1990s when the American cryptographer David Schoen created what was considered as the first kind of online money in the Netherlands, that was DigiCash. He created DigiCash as an extension of an encryption algorithm that was considered popular during those times, which was RSA. The technology he created together with its eCash product was able to generate a huge amount of attention from the media, and it became so popular that the Microsoft Corporation tried to buy the DigiCash for about $180 million with the intention of placing DigiCash on every computer in the world that ran on the Windows operating system. One of the crucial mistakes Sean and his company made was to reject Microsoft's $180 million offer and to earn it from the Netherlands Central Bank, which was the Netherlands' primary monetary authority. All of those crucial mistakes eventually led to demise of DigiCash in 1998 when the company went bankrupt. The second generation of internet money was born from the learning experience of DigiCash. Companies from this generation came up with the alternative payment method solution and the money system that were also internet based, but with small but important changes. One of these companies, the clear one winner, was the PayPal. The reason why PayPal turned its competition was its ability to give users what they really wanted in the first place, which was money on the web browser platform they were already familiar with. PayPal, unlike its peer back in the day, was able to give its users the ability to transfer money to and from the merchants and buyers and respectively, using a seamless peer-to-peer money transfer system. PayPal's massive success is very obvious for the fact, but wait, there is more. PayPal's success led to other companies emulating it, and one of the systems that tried to walk on the same path as PayPal was eGold. Unlike PayPal, its primary currency was gold, and that is, it received the physical gold as deposit from the users, and in return, it issued eGold or gold credits. eGold was able to manage a relatively healthy amount of cross-border transaction using gold, but because of the prevalence of fraudulence and investment scam like Ponzi scheme, eGold was closed. The next significant event in the history of cryptocurrencies is the 2000 state subprime mortgage crisis that nearly crippled the financial system of the United States and affected many of the world's major financial institutions. This event served as some kind of wake-up call to many of the world's major economies and has led to emergence of what is now popularly known as the blockchain, which is the foundation of cryptocurrencies today as we know them. In 2009, an anonymous person or the group that went by the identity of Satoshi Nakamoto published a white paper that expounded, among other things, the source code technology and the concept of what is now called as the blockchain. And together with the blockchain, he launched the granddaddy of all the cryptocurrencies as we know it as the Bitcoin. Today, there are more than 16 million units of Bitcoin that are circulating in the digital financial system, and these have a total market capitalization of around $50 billion. More importantly, Bitcoin is already gaining increasing acceptance and support from both the IT and the business communities alike. As part of its gradual integration into the financial mainstream, some economic powerhouse countries like Australia, Canada, and Japan have already begun regulating Bitcoins through tax and legal measures. Since 2009, the growth in the popularity of the blockchain and Bitcoin has surged. This surge in popularity gave birth to other cryptocurrencies, which are referred to as the altcoins or the alternative coins of the Bitcoin. Today, there are more than 850 cryptocurrencies in the digital financial system being transacted internationally, which include Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, Monero, and Stratus. And if you combine the total market capitalization of all the altcoins with that of Bitcoin, the result would exceed $100 billion. Because of the massive expansion of cryptocurrencies, it appears that the cryptocurrencies have created an entirely new and global industry. Because of the massive advances in the blockchain technology, as evidenced by the growth in the number of cryptocurrencies on the market today, newly developed apps that will be created upon the blockchain technology will naturally use the cryptocurrencies, and as more and more cryptocurrency platforms and exchanges start to emerge, and more people will be able to use the blockchain based apps, which in turn will make the latter industry grow even more. So when talking about the history of cryptocurrencies, a discussion of the second biggest and the most established cryptocurrency, Ethereum, cannot be ignored. Ether, as it's more commonly referred to as, is an open source blockchain platform that features among others a collection of programming languages upon which other blockchain apps can be built, or also known as the decentralized apps. The Ethereum virtual machine and the smart contracts, Ether's relatively young altcoin compared to most other major ones, having been created only in the late 2013 by a dude named Vitalik Buterin and publicly launched in July 2015. But considering its relatively young age, Ether has been able to garner unmatched support from the business, consumer, and developer communities because of its massive promise it has shown. Its market capitalization has already exceeded $30 billion, and because of its open source nature, Ether has made it possible for a lot of startup companies to create their own cryptocurrencies on its platform. And Ether's popularity is expected to increase even more because of its trademark Enterprises Ethereum Alliances, which is a group of international and cutting-edge business that both use and assist the Ethereum platform. Its technological advantage over all other blockchain platforms, its relatively huge developer community, and its relatively easy development. One of the main motivations that fuels the development of cryptocurrencies is the breaking down of existing financial and technological barriers and borders, particularly in the realm of trade and finance. More than 1,000 altcoins are vying with each other in terms of early blockchain developmental stages. As a result, we can reasonably expect to see only a couple of successful cryptocurrencies to stay and change the way we will pay, lend money, borrow money, trade, and do banking in the future. And in the near future, we can reasonably expect several major cryptocurrencies to be expected or accepted in the financial mainstream, which can be a signal a whole new era of digital finance. This channel is meant to help or guide you to increase your chances of successful holding cryptocurrencies, that is making good money out of them. After all, there is only one reason or motivation for holding on a financial asset, and that's to earn a significant return from them. Otherwise, what's the point?